Welcome to TougeSW, or TougeSW, whatever you want to call it. I call it Touge Southwest. Easy. This is Series 4 of Episode 6. Title tonight is the Nistune Part 4. More learning stuff. Yes, we are. I'm definitely learning a lot. So, just like I said, this is live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. It's always on my Twitch channel, Wandering Raven, but I also have all my episodes on TougeSW.com. Or you can just go to my YouTube as well. I post it there. So, all the good stuff. Alright, let's get started. Happy New Year. This is 1/1/2026 now. So, I'm Wandering Raven. I'm born and raised here in Las Vegas. I drift, I hack, I play video games. And, yeah. Let's see. I'm really going to work on more of the about the host, so I'm probably going to change it up here in the future. So maybe I'll do like a special couple of fun facts about me and throw that in there. Like a fun fact about me is, I drift, I play video games, and I hack. Hacking is more on my cybersecurity side. I know some people may know me as like a computer whiz and computer genius, whatever you want to call it, and back in the day, people used to seek me out to fix their computers or rebuild them, build them, and I'm burned out on that. I work more on the back end towards cybersecurity for patching, for hacking into things, finding security holes and patching them, and stuff like that. All the good fun stuff like that. Analyzing hackers and how they try to break in, and and I also had my own book, which was called vegasdrift.com. It's currently up and alive. It's published. I'm working on number 2, which is Vegas Hackware Volume 2. And that should be coming out this year. But let's begin what TougeSW is. It is my podcast that I do every Thursday night, but before then, it was inspired by Touge Northwest when I was back in Oregon in 2010. It was a community. It was a big community, and when I was forced to come back to Vegas in 2011, I wanted to bring that with me. I wanted to branch open a new foundation and really build another community here that goes alongside with them, even though they fell apart when I left up there. And that didn't work out so well. So over the time, it just turned into a blog, and then it became my drifting blog, and then it decided to help me with coping with my loss. I turned it into my podcast that we see tonight, something to hold myself accountable for and to push myself forward. On that account, let's go on with the past events. Did anything happen this weekend? No, nothing on the event side. And so there's nothing on the event side other than nothing really. I've just been working on the car. Nice 4-day weekend, but it was raining, so a few times I didn't really get to do a whole lot because it's raining. It's like it was today and last night, but I did do a few things over the couple days, so give me a second to whip it open. I'm going to overview the logs that I've done. We'll bring out the dashboard. I'll bring out the contents. Let's start with 27. I'm going to do an overview on this one. Alright, this is where I load the tune. So, long story short is, I understand the tune, the right tune, the bass tune for the ECU. There's like I think I explained it last week. There's an actual bass tune for the ECU. Actually, I load it to the car, and throughout this video here, I proved myself that, you know, it actually worked better. So the car was running better. I didn't have any of the gauges hooked up, so I couldn't see exactly what's going on. But yeah, I think throughout this video here, I went through and double checked everything. I had the gauges hooked up by here, in which I was starting to really double checking everything, going down the list kind of thing. I'm still in the first initial setup of the software, so but it was definitely in a lean at this point, but I was testing the K constant. I was trying to calculate it right, and according to my math and my injector setup. No, it's not 6.7. Actually, it is, which is funny. The K constant is 680, while the injector's latency was 750. And that's where I'm getting it between almost stoic, actually. And I don't know if I put it in this one or not. Probably not. So, alright, let's go. That's that one. This is 28 the next day. Alright, so more taming the tune, that's what I call this one. I was getting more, it's starting to get rich at this point. Dang, that was hard to see because I didn't zoom it in. But I'm getting better. It was getting really low. I was getting excited too. It was amazing. Kept on going through. Look at that. It hasn't seen rich numbers in a long time, so that's a plus. That was a plus. That was an actual success. With me more testing the ECU and the numbers. So I'm just skimming through it because I was going through, double checking everything. Alright, and there's something I did know, and it's after this video when it stalled on me when I revved it up and let it die. So that's where I learned, I think on this one. Because I had to readjust the throttle position sensor. And I think I did it this night on the 29th, or it was the 30th. I forgot. Oh yeah, it was this one because I'm pointing this out. Because now I'm at .50. So you want to, according to the TPS and that, you want to be at like .50 for the voltage. So when the throttle opens and closes, that actually tells it, the sensor, how much air really is coming through. So it's kind of a archaic sensor kind of thing. It's a lot easier if you had like a drive-by-wire. I mean, not drive-by-wire, but a different setup for that. I think it's drive-by-wire. No, can't be because... Yeah, anyways, yeah. One step at a time there. So I was doing more tuning that night. And since I'd done that fix, it actually stayed started. And I was testing more of the numbers. Testing more of the numbers. I don't know. Did I don't think I did start it. I might have. Alright, the 30th is, I know I started it that night. But here's where it went weird. Because at one point I was getting stoic number, which is 14 to 1. It was amazing. But ECU somehow was cutting out, and I couldn't figure out why. And look at that, still rich numbers, which is good. We want to be rich, not lean. Lean is what damages everything on the inside, so. But rich is not good either, but it'll do for now. But let's see. Something was definitely going on because those wires were not getting. They normally don't get warm, but they were. But I think I figured it out though. I didn't post a video on that one. But that's pretty much what I have on this vlog too. It was basically an over summary of my ECU just craps out of nowhere, cuts power completely to the whole system. And I think I figured it out, and it was posted here. Let's go here. Obviously my Instagram. Alright, so I'll jump on here. Here's why. On the relay for the ECU, this wire just came right out. That's the power to the relay. This goes to the power to the battery. This goes to the key on power. This is the ECU power. ECU. It goes. This is what gives the power to the ECU, and this is the ground. So, and yeah, this just came right out. It's Amazon wire that I have here, and I don't know why it's been shitting on me in the past couple years. It's fairly new wire, that's what I don't get. But in the end, I finish it up. I haven't started yet. I was gonna let the rain finish, and I was going to put it back together today, but I decided to take I guess like a nice little break for myself. So, and but tomorrow for sure. So, yeah, that's what's been going on. That's the project status. That's by knowing my ECU because I'm doing the numbers together. I learned that you also need to make sure the TPS, the throttle position sensor, is in the right spot. And tuning is actually getting better. So, more status is good to go. And that's the project status at the moment. And plus, I fixed a few things underneath the hood too, such as mounting the fuel pressure regulator. I did get a little tip on that I might need to up the PSI like by 1 or 2 now, just to help it with the numbers. But yeah, that's all I got for night. We've gotten progress. Everything's working better now. I don't know how to finish cleaning off the manifolds from all the oils because it's causing a lot of like burn off and whatnot, causing a lot of exhaust smelling into the garage and everything. So I might have to actually pull the car completely out so I can actually troubleshoot the brake issue and the clutch pedal, why it's basically low on fluid again, and make sure there's no leaks. And I think it's movable at this point. I should be able to, if the throttle stays the way it is, if I can sit behind the wheel and stabilize my movement, and especially with the throttle cable, we got brake, we got clutch, I think it should be movable. And that's technically all I really need. And as long as we have power behind the engine, we should be able to move. So, that's going to be stuff to do. All right, so to end this up, anybody in chat that would like to ask any questions, this is a good time now, or if not, ask me anytime. It don't matter. So this is where I say good nights, and I will be back tomorrow for video gaming. If you have any questions, bring it up then. All is good. I'm always cool on questions, so have a good night. Happy New Year, and see you tomorrow. And have a good night.